Hi everybody, welcome to Sailing Chandlery. In today's video I want to talk about 10 things you should really think about if you're going sailing by yourself. Now obviously going on a sailing adventure by yourself is exciting, good fun. You might not always be able to find a crew, or you might just have a single-handed boat. But there's a number of things you should think about, especially if you're going further afar and a bit of an adventure as well. So number one, plan your route and have a look at the forecast. Sounds obvious, but have a real good think about where you want to go, your sailing area. If you're going on a longer adventure, you might have kind of planned points you want to get to and timings, or maybe if you're just going around the cans outside your club, it's a little bit safer. But have a think about the route and have a think about the forecast. Take a look, see what it's doing, see what the wind conditions are planned to do before planning where you're going to go. Also have a think about the tide as well. What's the tide going to do? Are you going to be fighting the tide, or is it going to be with you at certain points? What time does the tide change, and what have you got to consider there? Number two is let someone know your plan and timings. Even if you are just planning to sail around the club, it's always good to let somebody know that you're going on the water around this time, you plan to be back, you can get in touch with them. But yeah, just let them know your plan, your timings, and where you're planning on heading to. It's a lot easier if something does go wrong and somebody knows what time you're expecting to check in and where you're going. It's a lot easier to find you. Number three, if you are going a lot further afield, give your boat a good check. Take the time to roll the boat over, have a look, all the fittings, all the stuff at the top of the mast you don't necessarily check all the time. Those ropes at the end of the splices which you can't see without moving them. Have a good check, kind of top to bottom, front to back of your boat. Make sure you fix anything obvious before you go in the water. Number four is leave your trolley somewhere obvious as well. If you, for example, go out sailing on a quiet day and you put your trolley up in the corner, if somebody comes down to the sailing club at 9, 10 o'clock at night and is looking out the front and doesn't see your trolley, they're going to think it's just a normal day. If you leave your trolley somewhere obvious, kind of in the way but not in the way, if somebody does come down to the club at 9 or 10 at night and go, oh, that's weird, that trolley's there and I can't see a boat out there, they might raise the alarm and think, actually, we should go looking for this person. Another hint and tip is on your trolley, add your name and your type of boat as well, because if there's a member that doesn't know you, they straight away know it's Joe Bloggs has gone out sailing and they're in a Wayfarer, for example. So it's a really good hint and tip. Obviously, with checking your route and forecast and tide conditions, make sure you've got the right clothing as well. Make sure you've got enough for the forecast. I always think it's best to take a little bit extra, and quite often take a dry bag with an extra spray top in as well, just in case the breeze gets up, gets that little bit windier, a little bit wetter. So make sure you've got the right clothing for the conditions, and take a little bit extra as well. Also worth putting a cap or a woolly hat in depending on conditions as well. Number six, with your clothing as well, wear bright clothing, especially if you are by yourself. Nice bright buoyancy aid, bright spray top. Somebody's going to see you out there as well. It's easier to see you. Number seven, have a think about food and drink. If you maybe just going for a potter for an hour off the club, maybe just a water bottle, but obviously if you're going further, have a think about food, energy food. Make sure you've got enough fluid, especially if you're going further as well. Number eight, take a VHF or mobile phone with you. Really handy for getting in touch with people. Obviously VHF, you can raise the Coast Guard, you can raise your local ribs, things like that. Really good method of contact. And obviously a mobile phone is good to have, but obviously you need a waterproof case or a dry bag to put that in as well. But very, very quick ways of raising the alarm if something does go wrong. Number nine, with the mobile phone, check out the RYA Safe Tracks app. It's really good for planning routes, putting where you want to go and making sure that you're tracked, and people will be alerted if you're not back when you plan to be as well. And then finally, number 10, take something to draw attention to you. A whistle's a really good option. Quite often we're out there sailing and you might be waving that you've got a problem, but somebody sailing by 200-300 yards away might just be waving back thinking you're waving. But if you've got a whistle and start blowing that rather than waving, it's a really good way to draw attention. And if you're blowing a whistle, someone's going to think, oh, that's a bit unusual. I'll just head over there and check that out. So there you go. There's 10 quick hints and tips for if you're going sailing by yourself, or there's maybe not many boats on the water, or you're going somewhere different. Have a think about those 10 items. We'll also put these in the video description as well for you to explore in a bit more detail. As usual, if you've got any questions about anything we do here at Sailing Chandlery, just get in touch with the team. We're here and happy to help. Thanks a lot for watching.